Wrestlemania, why Liv Morgan won the Royal Rumble match. I gotta see exactly why she won the Royal Rumble match, even though she was my pick, and I'm very happy that she won the Royal Rumble match. So we just gonna dive on into this Renzo Gang. Hope everyone's had an amazing day today, and hope everyone satisfied with the Royal Rumble, because I definitely was satisfied. Well, with the women's, the men's, I'm glad Cody didn't win though. Let's dive on into it. Enough talking.
What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlemania here, back with another video.
It's been a minute since I did some Wrestlemania.
Did it as she outlasted 29 opponents to win the 2026 Women's Royal Rumble. However, what was the real reason why Liv Morgan finally won the match, and what does it mean for WWE?
And why Roman won it?
Subscribe and hit
Why?
that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Number 1, the third time's the charm. Liv Morgan's Royal Rumble win couldn't have been booked any better, as it played off Morgan's repeated frustrations in trying to win one of WWE's most prestigious matches.
Yep.
Although Liv has held the Women's World Championship twice, the Rumble has always eluded her, something frustrating for her and, more importantly, for many fans.
Yeah.
To make matters worse, Liv's losses often went down to the wire, with Morgan coming in as a runner-up twice in 2023 and 2024, a true heartbreaker. But tonight, Liv proved that she can win the big one, a testament to her persistence and a reminder of how long-term storytelling can pay off with big wins like this. Whether or not WWE intended for Liv to eventually win the Rumble is unknown, but there's no doubt her past close calls created tonight's stupendous win. Number 2, it builds heat with Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez.
Actually, I'm glad that this is happening, because I'm thinking that this is probably the way that they're going to end the Judgment Day. And to be honest with you, I'm ready for that faction to end. Please end this mess. Please end the Judgment Day. And this is going to be great for Raquel and Roxanne Perez. Oh, this is going to be good.
One of the most immediate reasons for Liv's win is to build heat with her Judgment Day teammates Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez. Interestingly enough, WWE seemed to be building heat between Liv and Roxanne before her unfortunate injury last June, but the storyline seemed to vanish when Morgan returned last November. But now look for Liv's relationship with the Judgment Day to crumble as jealousy rears its ugly face and Liv finds herself fighting it to make it to WrestleMania. But now WWE has not one but two.
So are they going to make Liv the face coming out of the Judgment Day? Because now with the whole thing with Finn Balor trying to leave the Judgment Day, I really feel like that, honestly, this storyline for the whole, Judgment Day breaking up, I really feel like this should revolve around Finn Balor, honestly. But I mean, Liv Morgan is cool, but for Finn Balor, Finn Balor definitely needs a big push. I'm just saying.
Rivals for Liv to deal with in the Judgment Day. The ever-opportunistic Roxanne Perez, who wormed her way into the group during Liv's absence, and Raquel Rodriguez, who was clearly disappointed tonight when Liv threw her out the ring, despite the Rumble match always being everyone for themselves. Raquel has been one of Morgan's staunchest allies, and tonight's elimination gives Rodriguez every storyline reason to play the embittered friend. Don't be surprised if Perez eggs Raquel on, hoping to weaken Morgan for when she makes her move. Number 3, an added element of intrigue. Now, a potential feud with her Judgment Day teammates could lead to Liv finding herself putting her WrestleMania match on the line. Now, this wouldn't be the first time a wrestler's challenged a Royal Rumble winner for their title shot, and this possibility could add more suspense to Liv's road to WrestleMania, with fans wondering whether Roxanne Perez, who's been on the fast track to the top since jumping to the main roster, could out-hustle Morgan for the title spot. Whether or not this happens isn't the question. What's more important is that it could create a great match, either on PLE or an episode of Saturday night's main event.
Definitely.
Number 4, Liv is turning babyface. A babyface
Well, I can kind of see that, because Roxanne Perez, she needs to stay a heel right now. Roxanne needs to be a heel right now. And to be honest with you, I'm ready for the whole, for the men's side of the Judgment Day to implode with Dominic Mysterio and Finn Balor. But unfortunately, Dominic Mysterio, he's injured right now, so.
Fans are an interesting thing, as fans can cheer a heel for months before a promotion decides to acknowledge their cheers and make the switch, or as fans have occasionally seen, for a promotion to ignore the fans. In the case of Liv Morgan, she's been cheered for so long that fans treat her like a babyface. Regardless of what WWE does, much like
the fans be messing. I swear, sometimes the fans be messing things up. Sometimes.
In Liv's case, WWE seems to realize that
we're toxic fans.
Babyface, and as we'll see, some are good reasons behind this decision. While the fans' reaction to Liv's win wasn't unexpected, It had to convince any WWE officials who were uncertain about Morgan going babyface that they made the right call. I mean, for crying out loud, she's a heel, and she got one of the biggest pops in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah,
Number
she
5,
did.
it freshens up the Women's World title picture. Who will Liv Morgan
Huh.
challenge for the Women's World
Her and
Championship?
Stephanie
Well, that's an
Vaquera.
interesting question, as Morgan currently has the choice between babyface Stephanie
She
Vaquera
not picking
and heel
Jade.
Jade Cargill.
She not
Either way,
picking
fans can
Jade.
expect a compelling match, as Morgan's interactions with both women have been negligible, particularly in singles action. Then again, WWE could shake things up by putting either title on a different superstar. Whatever the case, Liv Morgan hasn't been Women's World Champion since Raw's premiere on Netflix in January of 2025. A lot has changed since then, with several new superstars jumping to the main roster and finding themselves either in the Women's World title picture or on the cusp of it. Having Morgan square off against talents
I'm
like
not gonna lie
Julia,
to
Jade
y'all. I have noticed that both the men's and the women's WWE championships are pretty much now the secondary titles. I've noticed that. So it's like they're gonna push the men and women's world championship titles to be like the main attraction for WrestleMania.
Cargill, Lyra Valkyria, Tiffany Stratton, Stephanie Vaquera, and Jordan Grace could keep her busy while entertaining the fans for next year. Morgan will also have the chance to battle more established superstars, but this time as a babyface. Sadly, WWE's Women's World title picture has been in a slump, with Stephanie
Yeah,
Vaquera stuck in a meaningless feud with Nikki Bella, and WWE treating
seriously.
Jade Cargill as not even having the championship. Number 6, WWE wants to capitalize on Morgan's insane popularity. Liv Morgan is one of WWE's biggest success stories, with Morgan scrapping away from one setback after another to stay in the
Mhm.
company, let
Mhm.
alone stay relevant. Morgan's 9-year main roster WWE career saw several stalls, including questionable booking and frequent injuries.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, she's done everything right, never giving up or complaining about her situation in the company.
I'm
She's
proud
also
of Liv
worked hard to
Morgan.
improve her
She
act,
deserves it.
particularly her connection with fans. Liv has gone from someone with a small but loyal fan base to a superstar swarmed by fans wherever she
Mhm.
goes. Now WWE has a
Hard
chance to
work
create
paid
a
off.
new megastar in the women's division, much as it did when it turned Rhea Ripley heel and let the fans warm up to her new persona before she switched back, becoming one of its biggest babyfaces in the division. As we've suggested before, there's a notable difference between a main eventer and a megastar. And
Yep.
if Liv Morgan becomes a megastar, she could help build a women's division for the next 5 years or even more. Number 7, WWE wants to make up for lost time. One
Yeah.
of WWE's biggest challenges with Liv Morgan has been dealing with her many injuries that have
Yeah.
sidelined her during championship reigns and in the middle of some big pushes. One of the most telling aspects of WWE's wish to push Morgan is that the company hasn't let her frequent injuries change the way it's booked her. The WWE Universe has repeatedly seen instances where a wrestler gets hurt twice and their push then evaporates, or even
Yep.
worse, they find themselves future endeavored. WWE had plenty of reasons to drop Morgan given her notable injuries. However, that's not the case, and a win tonight shows the promotion wants to make up for lost time and elevate Morgan back into the Women's World title picture. Winning the Royal Rumble is a career-changing moment, and WWE doesn't normally give away wins like this casually, despite what happened in 2025 with Jey Uso. The only downside to Liv's win is the possibility that she could get hurt again. For whatever reason, some wrestlers are injury-prone, and if Morgan is
Yeah.
sidelined again, look for critics to question WWE's decision to have her win the Rumble, especially if she doesn't make it to WrestleMania. Number 8, WWE may be looking to capitalize on Liv's crossover appeal. Is Liv Morgan a crossover star like John Cena or The Rock? Not hardly, but at the same time, Morgan has been
It's
building up a
possible.
portfolio of crossover appearances in pop culture, whether it's in TV roles or spotlight segments at sporting events.
It's possible.
Granted, there are no guarantees when it
She
comes
got
to
the face
wrestlers
for
becoming
it.
mainstream stars, but Liv Morgan has enough potential, and it's very likely WWE sees this.
I'm sorry, y'all. Liv Morgan is fine too. Lord have mercy. Ooh.
Having Morgan appear in a TV series,
I seen
about
Liv
women's
plenty of times when I went to
publicity
wrestling,
for
WWE.
when she's described as its Women's World Champion and 2026 Royal Rumble winner. Number 9, Liv as champion can help younger talent develop and get over. Is Liv Morgan going to win the Women's World Championship? Well, there are few guarantees in WWE, but in this instance, fans are already confident Morgan is going to the Showcase of the Immortals and leaving with the World Championship. If so, that puts her into a prime spot, a veteran who can use her popularity to create interest in whoever she wrestles, while also helping said talent develop their skills. May not be a wrestling queen like Charlotte Flair, but she has a lot to offer young talent by sharing experience, whether it's how the business works, how to build on ring psychology, most of all, how to get over, something she
Yeah.
has a masterclass in. Number 10, WWE wanted a big pop for the Saudi
She
crowd.
did get a big pop.
Another reason for Morgan's win was to just simply pop the crowd in Saudi Arabia. WWE's always worked hard to make the Saudi Sports Authority happy, which is wise when you consider how much money they're getting paid to bring shows to the Middle East. Whether it's bringing dream matches to the country, holding big events like the Greatest Royal Rumble, or making sure fans go home happy, having
Yeah,
Liv win the Rumble
I
might not
guess.
justify
But
the
yeah.
price the Saudi government paid WWE, but chances are it went a long way in making Saudi Arabian officials happy. Number 11, why not Rhea Ripley?
I didn't want to see
Well,
Rhea
there was a
Ripley.
big reason
No.
why WWE
No.
didn't want Rhea Ripley winning this year's Rumble. Ripley, who was a firm favorite going in, had probably one of the biggest chances. However, it seems that WWE weren't ready to have Rhea Ripley win the Rumble again. It's possible that Rhea Ripley wins the Elimination Chamber instead,
Yeah.
and then somehow goes to WrestleMania where she faces off with Io Sky. WWE is definitely looking to book a match between the two, and whilst we don't think that it's going to be a heel versus babyface match, the title is surely to be on the line somehow, and WWE needed to continue its momentum. And January has been an amazing month for WWE as fans have seen a significant and a noticeable improvement in storytelling. 2025 wasn't a good year for WWE fans when it comes to storytelling.
It was
With
not.
WrestleMania just months away, the promotion knew it couldn't get off to a shaky start, as it did with last year's questionable Rumble win by Charlotte Flair. Not so
Yeah.
this year, as WWE went with a popular pick, and one that does more than just make the fans happy. 2026 could be a great year not only for Liv Morgan, but for the women's division and indeed the entire company. It'll be interesting to see how fans look back at Liv's win as 2026 comes to a close and whether Liv's win led to a huge turnaround. But there you have it, folks, the real reasons why Liv Morgan won the Women's Royal Rumble. Be sure to leave your comments down below. I'll see you next.
Okay, Renzo Gang. And you know what? I'm not mad at the decision that they made for Liv Morgan to win the Royal Rumble. I'm not mad at that at all. I actually wanted Liv Morgan to win the Royal Rumble because, like they said, like I said in my last video, she was a runner-up twice in the Rumble, and she definitely needed it. Like Liv Morgan, she definitely needed the win. I'm proud of Liv Morgan. She deserves it, and it's gonna create new fresh feuds for the women's title picture because it's like I don't know what they're doing and why they're booking Stephanie Vaquer as a bland, boring champion because she definitely is nowhere near bland or boring. Like, have you seen her work outside of WWE and in NXT? She's not a bland or boring champion. Like, Stephanie Vaquer really is like that. But, it's something fresh. She gives... I feel like she'll have a better feud with Liv Morgan. And I feel like they're going to end up having it to where Liv Morgan probably is going to be in like a triple threat or fatal four-way for the Women's World Championship at WrestleMania. It's probably going to be Stephanie Vaquer, Liv Morgan, Roxanne Perez, and Raquel Rodriguez. I'm not surprised if that happens. I'm not surprised if that happens because WWE does have a knack for doing stuff like that, adding extra stars, making sure like they're getting their moments as well. Kind of like you're kind of taking away from the actual superstar to actually deserve that moment. But I mean, it is what it is. I'm just glad that Liv Morgan won the Royal Rumble, and the road to WrestleMania hopefully is better than last year. And that's all I'm gonna say, Renzo Gang. Post comments down below. Let me know what you all thought. If you enjoyed this reaction video, hit that like button, share, and subscribe. And make sure you turn that post notification bell on so you be first to get your videos, Renzo Gang. You don't want to miss this. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, Renzo Gang. Peace. I'm out.